I'm not in the shed today. I'm building a motorbike jump and we're filling in a bit of the dam. Alright, time to grease this bad boy up. So I've got this locking grease clamp on, and you just hit the trigger. Just a little bit. Hard to do this with one hand, so let's do a time lapse, shall we? I haven't really talked about what we're doing. So my dam, or the pond behind me, is it was poorly built, so the sides have washed out. So what we've been doing over the last couple of years is trying to build the sides up and slope them in so I can mow up against the water. I can't do it as banked as I want because I just can't get enough fill. Ideally I'd like to have it banked like you would at the beach, so the water would just be a smooth transition. That's how it's supposed to be built, but unfortunately I need a lot of fill to accomplish that. But here's what I'm working with so far. So you can see there's a smooth transition between the water. Ideally I'd like that even smoother, but the only way to accomplish that would be to cut more of this soil in or bring in more fill. I don't want to cut the bank back, so I need to bring in more fill. So that's what I'm doing, is just bringing in as much fill as I can. You can see over the years we've been putting in as much dirt as we can, because the people that built the pond built it with sharp edges on the bank. I'll show you. So I've just been filling it in, as you can see. But you can see how over here the bank has washed out, and all around there's like a very steep drop. It's about 900 mil, as you can see around the perimeter there. So I'm trying to fill it in as much as I want, well, as much as I can, especially on this side. This is our driveway into the back paddock, and this has actually washed out to the point where we almost couldn't get vehicles down here. So you can imagine how much narrower it was once upon a time. We were having to hug the retaining wall. So I'm just going to keep working it around, fill the bank in as much as I can. I've got that pile up the back for the jump. So I think the next pile I'm going to get dropped off here and try and fill in across there, because I think we've got enough here to give me a bit on the bank. So yeah, that's what I'm working with. I don't know, winging it. Haven't been on the excavator in a while. This little machine it's a good little unit for homework, or work at home I should say, not homework, we're not in school anymore. Another pile of dirt. This is the motocross jump. I don't know how much jumping we'll actually do, but it's something. A bit more. This jump's going to be bigger than we want. Oh well. see if we can drag this out to flatten it out. Damn! Look at it. Would you look at that? Would you just look at it? Yeah, anyway, so I was dragging my little spreader bar. I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, spreader bar thing around. I built it years ago. Just knocks all the high spots off and fills the low spots. Makes it pretty tidy. It does sort of spread or bring the rocks up. So what you can do then is grab your rake and rake up all the rocks, which I'll have to do later on. But at least now I've got a nice flat surface across here. Just cleans it up nice, and then everything on the bank there, the grass will take over eventually and reinforce it, or I don't know, what do you call it, minimize erosion. So I'm just waiting for another load. I think I'm going to put it where the tripod is. I want to build this area up, so if I can get the guy, the truck driver, to dump it in here, I should be able to drag it back with the excavator. That's the plan anyways. I'm back, day number 2 today. I've got to backfill some more dirt using the little excavator. I also need to work on the jump that's out the back, so I got another pile delivered late yesterday afternoon. There's another pile there, so the plan is this pile here is going to get spread out all along here, so we can sort of rebuild the bank a little bit, and that pile over there is going to get spread that way to square the edges up a bit, get a bit more shape in there. So I gotta grease this bad boy up and put some diesel in it, and I'll make a start, and hopefully this afternoon my little assistant can come and tell me how she wants the jump built over there. That's the plan. See how we go, but I'm happy with the progress so far. Well, this is what I've done so far. I've hit it with the spreader bar. I'll throw some grass seed down and smooth it over later, and once the grass takes over you won't be able to tell. I'll put a few rocks around the drain there. I'll tidy all that up later on. I'm a little bit tired right now. I think I've got about 9 hours on the excavator today, so I'm feeling it. Unfortunately, with a little machine you can only do so much, so she's a bit slow, but beats doing it with a shovel. I think I'm gonna go mess around with that dirt pile down the back for now and see how that turns out.